Hi, again, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for everybody. You know, there's something going on, and I wonder if you, the people, can catch on to it. Can you really catch on what is going on? I think about we, the people of the United States of America. I think about we, the people of the world. I think about human beings everywhere, and I recognize the struggles as I have the advantage of hearing about what's going on in certain places of the world. And it appears as if the same struggles that goes on in one place are the same struggles that goes on in other places. And it doesn't matter what system of government you operate on, it is always an outcome that's similar. Nothing strange, it's similar all around the world. You got some that's riding on top, you got some that's riding on the bottom. You got some that's really feeling good, you got some really feeling bad. And it doesn't matter where you're at, who's doing what, that you can work this thing out. Then you bring it back home. You think about our country, and we think about the Constitution of the United States. Well, we have learned, and we didn't know it before, we have learned, at least since Donald Trump been president, that the Constitution doesn't mean a thing. You can walk all over it if you're white and got money. You can walk all over it. That's what I can't say everybody can do it, but I can say if you're white and got money, you walk all over the Constitution. And people have to suffer in a country where say you cannot do this. They say that you're protected from this happening to you, and yet it happens to you. You look around and you find that everything basically seems to be corrupt. Yes, it seems to be at every level. You see it in government. You see it throughout the various communities and states. You see it at the White House and with the presidency. You see corruption. You see corruption with the Congress. Right now, you see Democrats and Republicans not agreeing on anything, and they're saying the Republicans got the majority, and the Democrats got the minority, and supposedly they don't have any power. And anything that Trump is telling these guys to do, they are doing it. And the Supreme Court is supporting them. The FBI is supporting it. The DOJ is supporting it. Everybody seems to support this corruption. And the people, we the people, sit back and observe this as if we can't do anything about it. It seems to me obvious. If our representatives are a minority and they don't have the power, and we are the people, the masses that are being affected, how can we sit on our tails and do nothing, waiting it out, complaining? That doesn't make a darn bit of sense. You think a dog got more sense than that. But anyway, that's what we do. And then you think about again the leadership that America has. Look at all that it represents. This man, I believe, said, used what a song called "The Snake" to represent who he is, and everybody knows the snake. The snake. The snake. Now, I don't know what story you heard when it comes down to the snake, but I guarantee it's all related to the same story. And no one wants to be recognized with a snake unless they're snake lovers. But this guy told you the kind of snake that nobody wants to be recognized with. And yet, America brought him in. And he is giving them all the kind of poison bites he can give them. So, ladies and gentlemen, my point of trying to say this is that you were warned, and we have the system of operation in our country just as described. I don't think any of you would argue with it because we know some benefit from it and others don't. That's why it keeps on going. But here it is with me, ladies and gentlemen. it it's not good enough for me. To me, it's wrong. To me, I see things different than you guys. To me, you guys don't have any sense. To me, you're being led like somebody got a chain taking you out for a walk. Because there's no way in the world you could have compassion for yourself. Even animals, you give them a break, they'll break loose. Give you a break, you stand up for truth. You stand up to make sure that those things that are essential for life, that you at least have them, especially when you know that nobody has any more power on this earth than you. Once you recognize that, and I know for the most part we don't know that. We've been taught everything but the truth. But the truth is, man didn't make this earth, but we are taking benefit of it. Man didn't make the resources of the earth, but we are taking benefit of it. And check this out. Everything that is done by workers, by we the people. We the people. We make all the cars, we make all the food, we make all the houses, we make all of the everything. Well, free stuff that God has given. And we let some crooks claim it. Well, we couldn't do nothing about it at that time because it was all messed up. Nobody knew anything. Crooks were just claiming stuff just like bullies do today. They were doing it then. And they claim how we can get this, how they can own this and own that, and how they can exploit all the rest of us. And because we didn't know God, because we didn't know truth, because we were just whatever slaves, we bought into that stuff. And we've suffered ever since. But now, how in the world can you wake up and see how corrupt this nation is? Can you wake up and see how blind the people are? The people just falling all over themselves going through this bull. And you say you see it. When I say see it, you see the problems that exist. You see where they come from. But not only that, you see how to repair them. But no one wants to repair them because they don't see them. And they don't even want to listen to anybody that's trying to show them because apparently they don't want it done. And so what do you expect you to do? The thing of it is this. This is what I'm saying for you, ladies and gentlemen. I don't mean you no harm. For you and where you're at, I know where you're at. I've been there. And I'm still, to a great extent, there. But I'm growing every day. In the day, I'm at the level that I do not want to be considered one of the American people that sit back and allow poverty, allow racism, to allow that stuff to carry on while I sit back and act like I can't do anything about it. And when I say doing something about it, I'm talking about fixing the problem. Fixing the problem to make sure that there's justice in this land. Justice between the people. Justice, meaning that everybody get a chance to participate in the process of causing a manifestation of those things that we say are important. And because they do, it entitles them to live and enjoy as much of that as they feel is necessary, as it is for anybody. That's everybody. This is what we, the people, are entitled to if we can ever grow there. And if I can see this and you can't, why should I be following after you? You don't know any better. And me knowing better gives me a chance to glorify the power that I can't see. Because you know you won't do it, you're not doing it. And I'm doing it, and you got to be calling me crazy because you can't see why I'm doing it. But I see. And the time will come when you will understand that it is because the power that created me that allows me to stand up above the dictates of white men, the dictates of slave owners, the dictates of anybody that want to take control over my life, anybody that want to take control over your life, and you follow them instead of following the spirit that's in you. I am going to follow the spirit that is in me, and I invite each of you to do the same. Follow the spirit that is in you. And I guarantee if it's about loving, and what I mean by loving, I mean treating and wanting for others the same as you want for you. You know what kind of respect you won't give it. That's the respect you give. And I guarantee you, you guys will find out that you all want your needs, wants, and the desires. You want to live in peace, be prosperous, free, satisfied, fulfilled, and live the life rather than dreaming. Every last one of you wants that, but you're not going to get it following what you're following. You got to change. Now think about that, ladies and gentlemen. I want to tell you this. There is something going on trying to destroy everything that's good. But this message that I'm giving you will require you knowing it. So that means if you like what you hear, if you don't, play it again. Maybe you might like it. And if you do, share with somebody else. Spread this message all over the country and spread this message all over the world that we can have peace. The whole world can have peace, but we can't expect our leaders to do it because they're playing games with our lives. We must want it and demand that if anybody try to represent us, they got to represent what we want. We ain't listening to them telling us what they're going to do. We got to tell them what we want. And that is peace, prosperity for everybody. We want it. We want freedom for everybody. Hey, baby, we want to live. And it's time we do just that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you time to think about that, okay? Until next time, Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.